Welcome to So Alma Media.
The Pandora Protocol, was the first woman a biological weapon? Most of us were taught the Sunday school version of the story. Pandora was a curious woman who couldn't resist a forbidden box, and her mistake let loose all the world's suffering. But when you look at the original Greek texts, a much darker and more calculated conspiracy begins to emerge. Pandora wasn't just a woman, she was a construction. She was the first human crafted not by nature, but by the direct command of Zeus. Every god contributed a specific attribute to her: beauty, cunning, and the mind of a thief. This wasn't a gift to humanity, it was a targeted strike. After Prometheus stole fire and gave it to humans, Zeus realized that we were becoming too powerful. We were starting to live like gods. Pandora was the protocol sent to reset the balance. She wasn't an accident, she was a delivery system for a divine payload designed to ensure humanity would never rise again. If you are ready to stop reading the surface level of mythology and start seeing the strategic reality behind the ancient legends, you have found your home at So Alma Media. We don't just tell stories, we decode the hidden agendas of the gods. Subscribe to So Alma Media now and join a community that questions everything we've been told about our origins. Zeus knew that he couldn't just take the fire back. Instead, he decided to make the fire, our technology and our ambition, too painful to keep. He gave Pandora a massive storage jar, a pithos, and sent her down to Earth. Inside that jar weren't just evils like sickness and old age. They were the specific forces of entropy and toil. Zeus knew that if humans had to spend every waking second fighting for survival, battling disease, and mourning the dead, they would never have the time or energy to challenge the heavens again. Pandora was the perfect biological weapon because she looked like a blessing. She was the distraction that allowed the trap to be sprung. When the lid was lifted, it wasn't a mistake. It was the activation of a cosmic governor designed to keep the human race in a state of permanent struggle. In my opinion, this version of the story makes Pandora much more fascinating than the curious girl trope. It frames her as the original artificial intelligence, a being designed with a purpose she didn't even fully understand herself. We often talk about the dangers of future technology, but the Greeks were warning us that we have already been compromised by a higher intelligence. My reflection on this is that we are still living under the Pandora Protocol today. Every time we make a massive leap forward in science or fire theft, a new jar seems to open, bringing a fresh set of disasters that keeps us grounded. The gods didn't want us to fail, they just wanted us to be too busy surviving to ever become like them.
Garantangi. Till the next video.